How terrible are the words of the dinosaur era. The story starts with a ice dragon. A foodie mother ice dragon stabbed a mouth of branches. At this time, there was a body of ice dragon next to it. Help him lick his mouth. It was originally a pure friendship. It changed its taste in the eyes of the ice dragon leader. Stubbornly kissed his wife. The leader said he was finally caught. The body of the ice dragon was driven into the tribe. He came to a place next to the mud to rest. But danger is approaching. An ice dragon stared at him. The ice dragon raised him, but there is no way. He ran away after being bitten to death. The ice dragon group is approaching. I heard the scream and turned around. The one in sight is the ice dragon that went crazy. The ice dragon leader was in a hurry, because the goods came in his direction. The ice dragon leader turned around and ran away. I don't want my 3-stage 4-stage. The forest was in a mess and miserable. Finally, the ice dragon leader carried the ice dragon. At this time, the body of the ice dragon came back. The whole body is covered with black mud. Make him look so attractive. Because the skin of the ice dragon is darker. Prove that the strength is stronger. This little calamity became the biggest winner. The dragon's mother caught a fish. The little dragon was in a hurry. They all hope that their mother can feed themselves first. But the mother of the dragon pushed the fish straight down. 3 little dragons were confused. I don't know what kind of playing my mother is doing. The dragon's mother didn't care. Just take a little dragon to the edge of the nest. Then go. This result is quite sudden. The second one looked down on his own. A pig was stuck in his eyes. Scared the second one to run into the nest. It seems to be afraid of falling down and being eaten by men. The dragon's mother closed her eyes. The dragon was hungry. Chuesu's wife hurried out to eat. The dragon's mother asked, "Who will pay for the eggs?" The dragon's mother was impatient and stood up. Said a word. "Go to you quickly. Do something quietly." The dragon's mother was forced to be helpless and could only do what she did. Shinon Li fell down, waiting for his wife to bring him back to eat. After a long time, come to a valley. A huge thing appeared. That is a dead dragon. He came to the dragon side. This is enough to eat for a month. But the problem is that it can't be moved back. The dragon's mother came to the dragon side to lie down, ready to rest and recover. As a result, I fell asleep. The dragon's mother was angry. This woman has been gone for so long and hasn't come back. The dragon's mother woke up. The sky has turned white. Covered everything. This is not good. The dragon's mother is not patient. The sudden snow hit the earth because of a small planet, changed the climate of the earth. The dragon's mother returned home. Found her husband has been frozen. And his eggs couldn't live. Frozen into ice. He left sad. In order to avoid the cold, he hid in the mouth of the dragon. There is not much food to eat. But he didn't make it. So there is such a strange painting. In the mouth of the dragon. Lying down a wounded dragon. Nyan Zhaoling actually caught the scene. It's really rare. This is a Nyan Zhaoling. Staring at the opposite scene. What the hell is going on? Is it a love at first sight? Let's look down. Staring at Chang Jinglu. And Chang Jinglu also peeked at Nyan Zhaoling. Is this the love that crosses the race? Not to mention the truth. Then Nyan Zhaoling came to Chang Jinglu. By the side. Embroidered his body. And Chang Jinglu did not object. It seems that this is the end of love. It's just that the difference is a bit big. But Nyan Zhaoling and Chang Jinglu, it's not necessarily so harmonious. These 2 guys are dead rivals. Nyan Zhaoling actually knocked Chang Jinglu down. Good guy. This picture is really rare. At the next moment, Chang Jinglu suddenly stood up. But Nyan Zhaoling is not willing to give up. Start attacking again. And Chang Jinglu fell again. It's a pity that Chang Jinglu is so tall. I was caught twice by Xiao Linyang. I have to say that I am too tall. There is also an end. That is, the reaction is too slow. This Nyan Zhaoling seems not to want to let go of Chang Jinglu. After Nyan Zhaoling slowed down, run to the other side. Chang Jinglu, this is a dead end. And Chang Jinglu seems to be. Nyan Zhaoling is a bit painful. I stood up and ran away. But Nyan Zhaoling is shameless. Still want to chase up and attack. Chang Jinglu will not give him a chance. And Nyan Zhaoling saw so many Chang Jinglu, and he is not his opponent. He has no choice but to leave. The wound has been cut. Not as painful as it was. Only that slightly grayish black scar. After being dug, it was gouged out. Reminds this crocodile how serious the damage was. Only 3 legs of him. The walk is obviously not as sharp as before. Not only that, the tail of this crocodile is also missing. No one knows what happened to him. What caused him to become a crocodile without a body? Crocodile without legs and tail. It is equivalent to losing the ability to swim quickly. This also affects his success rate. It must be difficult for him in the future. Every life is fragile and precious. The little grass grows in the wally, only to show the strength of his life, no matter what. Hard to imagine. These injured wild animals have suffered so much pain. What kind of hardship have they experienced? At the same time, we have to be surprised. Their vital strength. This kind of strength is not what we humans should respect. Respect them is to respect our own lives. When someone presses you with a stone, if you can hold your head up, that is resistance. A wild boar is forced to go nowhere. So he was very angry. An indescribable anger in his heart. Just like a volcano. A fierce explosion. The members of the group are still very young. This is their first attempt to cook. Even though the number of members is small, they are still very young. 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 Even though the number of members is small, but they all seem very nervous. When facing adult wild boars, they have not enough experience. Not enough skills. The courage is a big hand to clear up the road. We have enough reasons to admire this wild boar. He fought against the rest. In the midst of the mass. Unstoppable. To the enemy. Take it easy. Fight to the end. The train runs fast and relies on the front of the car. These young lions did not lead the big brother. As if life had no goal and direction. Just like the boat lost a lot. This also directly caused the self-confidence of the wild boar. Once on a steel body, the prey was in a hurry. The crowd was in a breakdown. Large grass animals. If you have a chance to bully the carnivorous animals, I will never let go. Watching the lions. Once again, I was scared to shrink, as the wild boar of the grass animal. At this time, he felt very proud in his heart. In the ordinary days, wild boars are bullied by lions. And this male wild boar is full of hatred. Put the sword of revenge. Point to this group of young lions. Warn the other party not to be ignorant of how close they are. The lion instantly hit a big sheep. It's really amazing. This is a lion. I'm secretly getting close to the little sheep. Then I just threw it over. Then it bit its throat. Good guy. It's really a good guy. It looks like an old hand. The hunting is too professional. At this speed, I guess even if I'm there, I have to be caught by the lion. Then the lion caught the little sheep. I went far away happily. And it's easy to catch the little sheep. If it's a big sheep, it's not that simple. Let's take a look. This lion is staring at a big sheep. This guy is much smarter. I found the lion running away quickly. The lion chased after it. But a big sheep. I ran back again. The lion instantly ran up. But it was dragged by the big sheep, ran away again. I have to say, this big sheep is really hard to deal with. Then the big sheep jumped into the water. Want to slow down the lion's chase. Who knows the lion's speed is not slow. Just threw it over. The big sheep still wanted to struggle to escape, but it was knocked down in an instant. How could the lion give it a chance? Next, it's still the old trick. And at this time, the big sheep has no strength to struggle. Because at the moment of being locked, it's the real meat. I can only let the lion cut it. No matter how hard it is, it's useless. Just like this, the lion successfully captured the big sheep. Now you are a coward. When you see a wolf and a mountain cat in the snow, who do you hope to win? The wolf was chased away by the mountain cat. When you meet a bear in the wild, you are attracted by it. Did it scare you? Fortunately, the bear didn't attack. When you find a group of bears playing on your car, treat the car as their playground. This bear also wants to open your trunk. It should smell sweet. What will you do when you are diving? What will you do when you meet two white whales? Continue diving with the white whales. Or run away immediately when you find a deer. Spending the night in your camp. What will you do? The bear must be crazy. The mountain sheep found a good place. It's safe. Avoid the chase of this bear. The bear doesn't want to give up, but he is afraid of him. The mountain cat met the lion. The mountain cat attacked first. After giving the lion a palm, he was forced to retreat. He didn't dare to go out. This group of mountain sheep was taught. They are just eating snacks that the god is concerned about. Humans have disturbed the afternoon tea time of the mountain sheep. Do you want to touch this deer? This lady touched it for you. But the deer doesn't like to be touched. Please stay away from him. This sheep is licking your arm. Don't do it yourself. He doesn't like you. What he likes is the salt on your arm. What is hidden in the snow? Open your eyes and look at it. It's the snow white rabbits. This disguise is too awesome. Kiku wants to take them home. Who did this bear meet? A small bear is attacking it. The bear started to attack. The war started. The big bear fought the small bear. The bear didn't take advantage of it. The bear has already won in terms of momentum. The little bear was forced to retreat. The bear's mother is preparing to cross the road with her son. The bear's mother was in time. She successfully came to the opposite. The little bear doesn't know what to do. Kiku really wants to help these two little bears cross the road. When you help a deer, after the deer was rescued, not only don't know gratitude, also attack you on the contrary, kick your ass. Will you help him again? What's in the hole? The head is still moving. When he came out, there are such cute birds. Is it a bird or a duck? This little bird is hungry. Come to your car. Want to escape? You also gave food generously. The little bird left happily after eating. This deer blocked your car. Also want to come and get something to eat. Look at him in a hurry. But you can only take pictures and record videos at this time. When you hear someone knocking. In fact, the bird is working. And it's a red-headed bird. This way of knocking, Kiku will be shocked. This deer has a leg that has fallen off. The head has lost balance. After he asked someone for help, the other leg also fell off. The head is much lighter. Do you want to pick up that big foot? When you and your partner are on the snow, met a deer, or let the deer go first. Don't compete with him. Please remember, be sure to give way to the deer. When two predators meet together, disappointed each other. Everyone is busy, everyone is irrelevant. If you want to see them, the scene of fighting, that can only disappoint you. This mountain cat is challenging a mule. The mule takes out the ability to watch the house, turn around, and fainted the mountain cat. Did you see the ending at the end? Who won in the end? Is it as you wish? This deer is preparing to knock down this tree. He did it very easily. When you are on the side of the road, a bear is running towards you. Will you have fainted? This huge deer is singing. He is looking for his partner. Is this experience very enjoyable? Which animal impressed you? Please tell us in the comments. How do you treat animals? How does the animal repay you? Are you with your partner now? Let's watch this video together. How does the animal protect its owner? This German Shepherd dog suddenly woke up. After approaching the owner, he was so angry at the owner. Pulled the owner away directly, because it disturbed the owner's mobile phone. The owner looked very angry. But the dog insisted on dragging the owner away. The owner, who did not understand, began to blame the dog. Right at this time, the owner just understood that the dog saved his life. The owner was cleaning the room. Suddenly the owner began to faint, lose balance. Almost fell. The dog immediately helped to hold the owner. Let the owner sit down. The shepherd dog was wandering on the street of the city. Attacked the little girl who was walking the dog. The little girl was frightened, screamed, and ran home. The brave little dog, although small, but the courage and determination to protect the owner are very big. The owner was very angry. The dog was very angry. The owner was very angry. The dog was very angry. The dog was very angry. The owner was very angry. The dog was very angry. Because of the shopping street. Drive away sneakily. When the owner and the dog are taking a walk on the street, the owner suddenly available. A car passed by on this time. The dog had an idea. The dog came to the middle of the road, blocked a car, asked for help. Help the owner. Man tightly gets close to the child. Hugged up and walked El Salsa. Dog immediately blocked, preventing the child from being stolen. The owner is cleaning. When he felt uncomfortable and fainted, the dog went ahead to take a closer look and immediately went out to send a letter. To find someone to help. Fortunately, he found out early and sent the clothes in time. The cat star is also good at protecting its owner. No one can bully its owner. He can only be bullied by him. When a driver passed by, he saw a baby crawling on the road. The cat has always tried to push the baby to the side of the road to ensure its safety. The parents of this family are too careless. Let's take a look at this female chicken. In order to protect the little chicken, the female chicken took a big bite of the snake and stood out. You don't want to eat a chicken when you have an old woman. In broad daylight, a group of wolves were looking for food and were about to find it at home. When he approached the door, he was driven away without an entrance certificate. The cat star is not vegetarian. A bear broke in. The owner did not know that his kitchen had been occupied by the bear. When the bear immediately pushed the owner in, the two dogs rushed out in order to protect the owner. The bear was driven out of the house. It looks like a normal picture of the dog leading the owner home, until the owner screams and the dog immediately enters the guard mode, and starts to be aggressive towards the man. Even started to attack until the owner called the police. When the farmer was preparing to put a label on the little cow's ears, his seat immediately entered the alert state to prevent the cow from approaching, in order to protect the cow poison and hurt the owner. The little girl's shoes fell into the elephant's basket. The elephant began to pick up the food shoes with his nose and then rolled the food shoes with his nose. Returned to the tourists. The elephant seemed to be in a bad mood and could be sent to Jinky. The horse came to the owner's side to wake up the fainted owner in case the owner was hurt, and the owner could not stand up. The horse took the initiative to lie on the ground and wait for the owner to climb on the horse's back. The horse immediately stood up and brought the owner home safely. The little girl agreed to do homework at home, but looked at the TV and could not pull herself out. Were all the beasts the same? His accomplice felt that the owner was home. The little girl immediately began to write homework. The little girl reacted quickly. The TV hit the pen, and the action was like a cloud flowing water. The door opened, and the father went home. The father saw the picture of his daughter's handwriting and was very happy. The bear was pushing the owner home. What a warm picture. The bear was trained professionally. Otherwise, the bear will use another way. The bear will take you home in his own way. The owner is taking money. How much money does it cost to have so many guards? The dog is so kind. These two little blacks are trying to help the fish trapped in the flood area. They keep digging, and finally digging out a passage to the deep water. The dog bravely jumped into the water and saved the man who was drowning. The man owes the dog a life to cherish it. The owner must give the dog a chicken leg. Have these moments touched you? Which one impressed you the most? Please tell us in the comments section.